When the nights are feeling lonely, there's a place that I can go, where the birds are free to roam. In the sky, flying high, over fields of green. And where the stars inside the sky, we're the last ones shining bright. Pushing through the storm tonight, we'll be burning on and on and on. We're the stars inside the sky, we're the last ones shining bright. Pushing through the storm tonight, we'll be burning on and on and on.
Hello Capricorn, this is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 25th of November until the 2nd of December 2019. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Eight of Cups. It is time to ask yourself what you can do to bring a deeper satisfaction and joy to your life beyond the obvious pursuit of material satisfaction and/or physical enjoyment. You are seeking deeper meaning to life and focusing in on your personal truth. You want to escape from the rat race and pursue deeper, more spiritual goals at this time. You are willing to let go of your material possessions in favor of something more meaningful. Thus, the Eight of Cups is often reflective of the start of a journey of discovery, particularly on a spiritual level. You are disappointed enough to walk away from everything you have built up so far. It could indicate a disappointment in love or dissatisfaction with material success. It could also indicate that you have overextended yourself to the point of emotional exhaustion. Even though you have already come so far, you feel that you can no longer go on and your only choice is to walk away from the situation. You feel disappointed with yourself, but you know that this is the right thing to do before you completely burn out. You may also be feeling that you are giving too much and not getting nearly enough in exchange. The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the Six of Cups. What do you want most right now is to return to the happy memories of your past, whether as a child, teenager or adult. Oftentimes, though, these memories are indeed a thing of the past and reflect aspects of your life that have since vanished. You may feel that the only way to connect to this happiness is to escape into the past where you can reflect on your happy and beautiful memories, instead of dealing with current challenges. This is fine if you are simply taking a walk down memory lane, but it is important that you live in the present and accept your current circumstances rather than always living in the past. Oftentimes, there is nothing wrong with looking back at the good times for inspiration when things are not going so well. In the midst of change and crisis, the Six of Cups suggests that looking back at what you have endured is a good way to assure yourself that, whatever trials lay ahead, you will meet them and you will overcome them as you overcame others. You need to take time out to heal, look back on the past and all the good that lies there. During this period of reflection, there is no need to focus on the negative. Instead, bring all of the positive energy from the past into your present and your future. The fallen cups are now full and upright again, but with blooming flowers that cannot be spilled or washed away. Now that you have looked back, the way forward will be clear and enlightening. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Queen of Pentacles. You are afraid and feeling worried about whether you can be financially independent, while also still maintaining your family connections. You may be concerned that if you invest in your career or financial well-being, you might not have enough energy to invest in your family. Sometimes, you just cannot do everything and you will need to make some choices. You are also becoming very consumed in your work. You may be placing your career before your family or your relationships, and this is having a detrimental impact. Of course, this may be okay on a temporary basis, but you need to assess its long-term impact. To rebalance your life, you may find a release by returning to a favorite nature spots and allowing yourself to take in this fresh, natural energy. You may also find that you become a bit of a homebody and somewhat isolated from others. If so, you need to fight this urge and keep in touch with your friends and family, as they will be a great help and support to you. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Ace of Cups. This card can indicate the start of a new relationship, be it a friendship or a romance. This is one of those relationships where you feel happy and you are so pleased to have met someone with whom you can share a special connection. The water in the card reflects the flow of emotion, and thus the Ace of Cups suggests that positive emotion and energy will be created between two people in a way that leaves you feeling good about yourself and life in general. You need to experience the feeling of new love or of giving and receiving unconditional love. Give and accept love on a new level and open your heart to what is around you. Your loving ways will magnetize love to you. This card often means that love is the essence of the situation. It may or may not be romantic love. Look for ways in which you can begin to connect with others. Do you have someone to forgive, or do you want to ask for forgiveness? Can you set aside your anger and find peace? Would you like to drop your reserve and let your feelings show? This is a peaceful time in your life, so use it and make peace with friends or yourself. The Ace of Cups is also about creative expression, particularly where there is an opportunity to allow your emotions to shine through. You are very open to experiencing your inner feelings and sharing them with others. You may be inspired to start a new creative project, take up an art class or two, or even engage in interpretative dance. You are at that point in your life where you feel comfortable with who you are and what you feel, and you are not afraid to express that part of yourself to others. You see new potential in allowing your creative juices to flow, and as such, you are open to new possibilities and stimulating your imagination to allow your talent to unfold. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the Nine of Swords. You are full of fear, worry, anxiety and not being able to sleep because your thoughts are running at 100 miles an hour. You are working yourself up and becoming incredibly stressed and anxious when, really, this does not have to be a complicated issue. You have a tendency to get very worked up about how bad a situation appears, losing sight of what it is really happening and what opportunities are available to you. What is needed here is for you to stop and objectively examine the reality of the situation. Bring yourself back to earth by uncovering your fears and anxieties and working to reduce the impact of those fears and anxieties on your life. Know that it is going to be okay, no matter what. Overall, your worry and despair may actually be causing you harm. The more you worry about something, the more likely it is you will manifest your worst nightmares. Do not let this nightmare become your reality. Take a deep breath and realize that life is not as bad as it seems, and that the more you worry, the more harm you are doing to yourself. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the Six of Pentacles. Now that you have lived through the darkness long enough to see the inner light, it is time to help others who are not so fortunate. Consider giving to charity or reaching out a helping hand to someone who needs your support. The generosity of the Six does not limit itself to money and material things. Giving of your time or your wisdom is often just as spiritually fulfilling as giving away money or gifts. and the intangible gift of your presence is received just as well, if not better. If you are the beggars in the Six of Pentacles, then you may be the recipient of someone else's charitable activities. This will help you to get back on your feet and to eventually repay the charitable organization or individual, either with your time or your restored wealth. You will also need to identify ways in which you can become more self-sufficient in the long run. The risk of accepting charity is that you become dependent on it and cannot look after yourself. Be mindful that you are not becoming submissive or noticeably desperate as a result of the charity that someone else is providing you. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is No More Complaining. This card is a clear reminder that complaining about finances or the economy is a sure way to manifest money worries. Complaining is an affirmation of victimhood, stating that someone else has power and control. To take back your own power, you'll need to avoid complaining or blaming. This doesn't mean that you should stuff down financial fears or pretend that everything's okay. Rather, the angels are guiding you to elevate your feelings and thoughts so that you can receive the support you need. Try this, go a whole hour without complaining, silently or aloud, and notice how you feel. Then go another hour, and another. Work up to going 24 hours without complaining, as you build your faith and positivity. Just as complaining instantly attracts something new to complain about, so too does positivity attract wonderful experiences and feelings. You might even form a pact with a friend, whereby each of you points out when you hear the other one complaining. Since complaining can be an unconscious habit, this partnership can help you to fine-tune your new abundance vocabulary.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.